We've come over to Bali, 6.5 hours on the plane, and we're just here for one day. And then we fly to Istanbul tomorrow. The reason we're doing this is because that was the best flight option I could find, actually. Bit of a weird itinerary, but it's working quite well because it's quite nice to break the journey and just have a day and walk along this beach. I'm looking into the sun now, so probably it's difficult for you to pick it out, but it's the typical Balinese beach, which means that there's little sections like this which are lovely. And then you get to an area and it's just absolutely like a rubbish dump. It's just piled up with stuff that's washed up from the water. A real shame, but there we go. Pretty impressive statue here.
I take a picture, I'll try to translate what it is.
So can you figure out who the god is?
I don't know, but I was thinking it's probably Shiva coming towards
Okay.
you on the turtle. But
Shiva.
yeah.
And we're very close to the airport. I mean, with us only being here for a day and getting in quite late, we sort of got to the hotel about 11 last night, and we leave the hotel at about 5:30 today, this afternoon. So there's no point in going too far from the airport, but yeah, we're very close. I reckon we could probably almost walk. You can see the tail of a plane parked up there. Okay, so we'll enjoy the rest of the day in this nice 30-degree heat with the breeze blowing, and get ready to head off to the airport tonight. Okay, this is why we routed ourselves via Bali, because we got a stunningly good deal on Turkish Airlines business class. Complete with genuine champagne, Tattinger. We have a chef on board who's already taken our food order. We can have the food whenever we like. We've got a very good selection of food, which also includes what we're going to have before we land in the morning, and all the snacks that we can have. You probably can't read that, but that's not the point. And then the wine list is pretty extensive, so, and there's some Turkish wines. So I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to try this Turkish red, which I'll tell you, you probably can't read. It's a blend of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Malbec and Petit Verdot, grown organically. So I'm going to try that, and then we're going to start off for our first course with a Chablis. So plenty of space. I think the flight is about 14 hours. I hope it isn't less. I always feel cheated when the flight's quick when you're in business. When it's an economy, I want the flight to be over as quick as possible, but business, yeah, definitely want it to last for a long time. So 14 hours gives us plenty of time to party up with the food and drink, watch some videos, and even potentially I might be able to catch a football World Cup game on the live TV. What was that?
I can really hear. This is such a good
Okay.
noise installation. Wow.
And plenty of time for sleep as well. So we arrive at about 4:30 in the morning. So hopefully we'll get a good night's sleep, wake up, have something nice to eat, and be ready for an exciting day visiting the sites in Istanbul. So, bye for now. Time for dinner. So, I have, to begin with, tuna confit with a nice mustardy based sauce and some fresh greens and some lovely bread. I'm a bit torn. I'm dipping it into the olive oil and dukkha at the moment, but I really do want to spread some of that lovely looking butter on it. What have you got?
Oh, I I've just eaten my artichoke. So I had some artichoke. This is some asparagus. This is a grilled eggplant and peppers type of thing. It just looks like a kind of pesto to me. Yeah, pesto, basil pesto.
Okay. Okay, on to the main course now. So I'm having the chicken tikka masala with rice, obviously, and the aloo gobi, spiced potatoes and cauliflower. My next door neighbour has extracted the cauliflower from my plate, which has diminished the quantity somewhat, and it's now over there. And I'm sure she'll enjoy it a lot more than I would. And she is having, oops, let's open this up again. She's having the prawns with sweet and sour sauce. Now, how are we going? Well, I know this is a first world problem, okay? And I am talking from the experience of somebody who has spent a lot of time in economy class. So I know that what I'm getting served up here is
Economy class.
stupendous in a way.
So they're the same.
They're the same, yeah. This is also better.
Oh, it's
no
not.
more solo.
So we've both got ryoka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to order the other one later. You not understand that there were two different wines he ordered?
No, he said, okay.
Anyway.
So, whether I edit that out later or not, I don't know. But that was the interchange, which is where I've got a few concerns with this business class. So, they've got a nice wine list with some good looking wines. But there was no attempt to allow you to order the wine to come with the food, even though I asked for it. So the food, my first course, got delivered. I had to actually make a point of saying that I wanted some white wine with the first course, which then duly came. He attempted to take away my first course plate, even though I hadn't finished it, because the main course was ready, and pulled a face when I told him that no, I was still finishing my first course. And then again I had to make a point of ordering the red wine to go with the mains. Now, I suppose technically we shouldn't be having red wine with prawns and chicken, but I wanted to try some of the red. Okay, so what you may have picked up there is Vassie's got the ryoka and she says it's very good.
Yeah, not the meat.
But I'd actually ordered the Turkish wine, which I was really interested in. And he just basically came and delivered this to me and told me that they didn't have any more of the Turkish wine, and I got the ryoka. So he
Did he say that?
yeah. So even though they've got 4 or 5 other wines on the menu, he decided I was going to have the ryoka. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the ryoka. Don't get me wrong. And I'm going to tuck into my food before it gets too cold. But yep, just thought I'd share that first world problem with you. Just a quickie before he takes my plate away. These salt and pepper holders are really cool. They're like minarets, but they're sort of magnetic. So a little bit of turbulence and they're gonna stay well established. A lot of turbulence and they obviously won't, but a little bit, yeah. Very clever. And you can see I didn't have all of the butter. Oh, the candle.
Nice position here.
This is the remnants of my dessert, which was bread and butter pudding. Bread and butter pudding. Very tasty. Topped off with a glass of port. Quite nice. How are we doing next door? Vassie has decided it's time for bed. So she's making her bed. Seatbelt so that this is a season seasoned business class traveller, she knows that you put the seatbelt on so that if there's turbulence in the night when she's asleep, the flight attendants don't have to wake her up to ask her to put her seatbelt on.
Yeah, but it has to.
It's moving.
That's gonna be the full recline.
She's sinking down. Okay, time for breakfast. While I watch the Brazil-Morocco World Cup game. So, we've sort of got a fruit selection here. But my first world problems continue. They've got a very extensive list on the menu of coffees. So I said, can I have a flat white? Oh, sorry, espresso machine not working. So I'm on filter coffee, so we'll see what that's like. And for some reason my juice didn't come with the meal, unlike Vassie's. So here he comes now. Yeah, so it's 5:30 in the morning and we're waiting where we're supposed to meet our driver. Nobody here. Some guy's actually come over and been really helpful for us. Thinks he's found the driver.
Somebody that works with him.
Or somebody that works with him. And hopefully we're going to get to the hotel. But that's just the start of the challenge today. Because this deal with Turkish Airlines includes 2 nights free accommodation. And I organised this months ago, and about a week ago, I got a really weird email that basically just said, oh, your hotel voucher has been cancelled, with no information about how we should replace it or what we should do. So I went onto their website, and I booked another stopover hotel. And yesterday when we were sat at the airport in Bali waiting to get the flight, I got another email telling me that voucher had been cancelled. I then went on the website to try and book somewhere else, and the original voucher, or rather the second voucher, came up as if we're still booked in. So anyway, we're heading to the hotel.
He's your driver, buddy.
Okay, alrighty, thank you. Okay, catch you later. Okay, got a bit interrupted there. The driver suddenly... Yeah, good interruption. The driver suddenly turned up. So here we are in our very blingy transport with all these lights on the roof. So the sun is just coming up. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. But yeah, as I was saying, we're not actually sure that we've got any accommodation booked. So Vassie's tactic yesterday when we were discussing it was, we're going to drop our bags off, we're going to create a scene, we're going to say that they need to sort it out, and we're going to go off and do our sightseeing.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that when we get back from our sightseeing we're going to have a room for the night. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. Okay, very quick update. We're at the hotel, Intercontinental, and yes, thumbs up. I was very relieved when we gave her the passport and she said, oh, you're here for 2 nights. Yes. So we're going to swap some clothes over and then head out, basically. So the first stop is the Blue Mosque at about 8:30, which is when it opens apparently. So there we go.